Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. To the air, Allen. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, 41 yards. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, some strong running. Room to run at the 50. Mecole Hardman. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Cook following the penalty. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen going to change this at the line. Allen now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Allen running the option to the left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Throwing now is Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Allen now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Cook. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. One rushing, one receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Down the left sideline. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pick six, and now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. All the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Okay, ready?
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. There he goes, left side. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
I'll pick up with 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. Now his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On first down, here's Stroud. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The second down throw now from Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Stroud. Under pressure, they got him again. Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
56.
Back to throw. Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
3rd and 12. Stroud to throw it. Taking a shot for Dell here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll look to set up his blockers. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go.
2nd and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jair Elam makes the pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for the Buffalo Bills.
Allen going to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Stroud out of the gun here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First and 10, it's Stroud. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Hey, let's go!
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
11, 10 through 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Stroud working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got his... And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 118 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be...
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execute.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to...
Stephon Diggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. As Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Stroud will look to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready?
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Texans. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Shedding through the defense, and the Bills are going to recover. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Gets past one man, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Oh, wait, hold everything, and timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And this will be caught with Forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for the late touchdown. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.